Hello, doctors. Van Merkel here. So I wanted to give you just a little word about SBN and having a successful nutrition laboratory type of practice. I've been doing this for well over 30 years, closer to 35, maybe 40, and it didn't happen overnight. It's taken a long time to develop the system that we have, the proven system that works consistently, reliably, and it is so exciting when I travel around the country and I actually get to talk to doctors who've been using this system for years, and they get to share and share the results they've had, how it's been successful in their business. And if you haven't taken the time to look at the testimonies by our SBN members, you should, because it is so exciting when I even go back and review them. And when these doctors then attend our classes and they share with other doctors, it is just so exciting, and the doctors get excited too. But one thing that they all have in common is they all have to work at it. They all have to study and learn, commit to it, and it doesn't happen overnight. I didn't develop this and be highly successful in laboratory analysis and nutrition right as soon as I got out of chiropractic college. I studied, I took lots of classes, and I learned, and then I developed this system that made it much easier for me, as well as, well, hundreds of other doctors right now too. And if you really are looking at this, realize I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I think of it like kind of like the phone I'm recording this on right now. I avoided getting a cell phone, and I always hesitate to buy a new one because I know there's a learning curve. It's going to take me a while to get comfortable with it, to really know how to use it, how to work it, how to understand all the functions. And that same thing with SBN. You're going to have to go in there and use it, and that's why we always recommend that you sign up, and then you test yourself. Test your staff, test your significant other, test some of your main friends or patients, and get used to the system. Get comfortable with it. The more you do, the easier it gets. The system works. It's proven. But you have to learn the intricacies and the details of okay, how do you go in and log into the system? How do you enter a patient? How do you download the report? Now, all these are actually, in my mind, very simple. And the system and the programming we have is easier than ever to use. I usually tell doctors, if you can order anything online, you can do SBN. It is rather simple. But you got to work at it. And you got to get the training. All the training is online, but if you want training, if you like personal training, we've got that available during your regular office hours. But don't think you've got to be limited, or you're limited to that, because we have training online. All the training you're going to get in person is available online anytime you want. If you need a refresher, just log in and get it. If you hire new staff, have them watch the videos, and they will get you going. But if you do get stuck and you need some help, don't hesitate to contact our office. We'll get you up and running. And that is one of the things that virtually every testimony that you'll see and that we have, the doctors all state how great our support staff is. And we do really have phenomenal support staff. Our team has highly trained, highly skilled, and they will take the time to get you where you need to go. But we're not here to do your work for you. You've got to learn the system. You've got to go out and do the marketing. And the more you do, the easier it gets. But don't expect to have every patient that you talk to agree or want to get testing. Now, in my clinic, for years, probably 90 to 95% of all the patients I talked to got all the testing I recommended. That's because I have confidence, I have the experience, and I know how to do it right. So that's what you're going to need to do too. But if your practice has been mostly insurance based, Your head is based for insurance. And when you talk to patients, you're going to have to change how you think, because just like years ago, 40 years ago, when I got in practice, I developed a workman's comp, PI, insurance practice, and I was geared toward insurance. But then when I decided to switch to cash, I had to change my thinking and how I related to people. And you even got to change your perception in the community, because your community probably thinks of you as an insurance doctor, because that is what you have been and that is what you have portrayed. But if you want to be a cash practice doctor, I guarantee you can do it, but it starts right here. You've got to know you can do it. You got to believe you can do it, and you got to start. Start with your patients, your best patients, and as you work with them and you get comfortable with talking them properly, you will be able to do a cash practice too, like I've done. And we've got hundreds of doctors that have switched their practice to a nutrition-based cash practice. So my practice is 90 to 95% nutrition, and it's been that way for many years. Chiropractic, love it, but I'm a chiropractic nutritionist. And so get started, sign up, get trained. You can do this, but you got to put the work in to make it happen. And you put the work in now, it'll be easier later, more efficient, more effective, and you'll enjoy it more too. So have a great day, get started, get trained, and hopefully we'll see you soon at a science-based nutrition lecture. Have a great day. Bye.